What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today, we're going up against Steven in a mixed tier match, and I am bringing some newer faces that you probably haven't seen on the channel or haven't seen on the channel in a long while. So I'm pretty excited about that. So this should be fun. Should be fun. I mean, all of the battles are fun, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, before we get started today, just a friendly little reminder, if you haven't done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that fun stuff, it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video, or leave a comment down below. Leave your thoughts, suggestions, whatever it may be down there. And as always, I do appreciate your support. You guys have really been coming out and showing a lot of support lately, and I've been saying this for weeks now, but seriously, you have been. And that's why I say this, because I do appreciate it. I need to be a little bit more punctual with responding to comments. I've been like, I don't know, lagging like 2 or 3 days behind sometimes. But anyway, let's take a look at the team here. We have our dual screen Bronzong, which is a favorite of mine. I don't know why it is, because it's not that great, but I like it, so I'm using it. Then we have a Sneasel, which has been a long time request of one particular subscriber, so I wanted to make sure I would bring him today. I know it's mixed here. I could have brought Weavile, but Sneasel will do the trick, and his nickname is actually named after that subscriber, so that's pretty cool. So shout out to you, Mr. Marcus. Anyway, we have a Quagsire here, which was another suggestion. I've been getting that for a long time, and I didn't have one bred. I finally got a hold of one. So Quagsire is coming today. It's a defensive set. Then we have our special Lucario, which is yet another favorite of mine. Probably should have changed the moveset a little bit. I wanted to put Dark Pulse on it just because ghost types give me a little bit of trouble, but we're just going to leave it as is with Flash Cannon and Aura Sphere, Nasty Plot, and Vacuum Wave. Then we have our Chandelure, which is, you know, standard choice set. Always a lot of fun. And then rounding out our defensive core, we have a Mandibuzz, which is something I haven't used a whole lot of. I don't know if I like Mandibuzz. I haven't used it enough to really make a determination on whether or not I enjoy it, because I don't play a lot of OU. And the times that I've played mixed here, I just really haven't brought it. So here we go. My opponent is leading off with a Cofagrigus, a beautiful shiny Cofagrigus at that. We've got Glenn the Quagsire out here, and I'm not really sure what this is going to want to do to me. Possibly Willow? That's why I kind of want to just lead off with an Encore. But I think Scald might be a better thing to go for. So I'm going to go for that. We're going to see how much it does. Maybe fish for a burn here. No burn, and he sets up the Trick Room. Okay, that is a little bit scary. That is a little bit scary. I was kind of hoping he would, you know, best case scenario, go for a Nasty Plot because we have the Unaware, but that would just be, you know, silly on my opponent's part. And I'm not wishing for him to have a lapse in judgment, because that would, you know, make for a bad match. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. We're in a little bit of trouble here, because I went for Scald first. And we're going to Encore. And wait, I still outspeed. Was it a speed tie? That's interesting, because I went first both times. That's very interesting. That had to be what it was, because, yeah, I Scalded before he went for Trick Room. Oh, wait. No, I am slower than him. Trick Room just has like negative 1,000 priority. Okay. Alright, I'm sorry. So now it makes sense. That could have been a really, really good play on my part if I had realized that before, but it ended up just happening by accident. So I guess I'll take it. But he's locked into Trick Room, so we're pretty safe to switch out into anything that we please, really. And I'm going to expect to switch on my opponent's part as well. So I'm going to switch into Bronzong, and we have an opportunity to get up some screens. And the advantage to that is because Trick Room is still going to be active, Bronzong is as slow as can be. I do have just minimal speed investment and IVs and all that jazz on this thing. So I don't think he has anything on his team that's going to outspeed it. In Trick Room, that is. Outside of Trick Room, everything should outspeed it. But that means we can get up some stuff. Some stuff is going to be happening here. First, I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks before anything. He is going to switch, as he just stayed in to go for the Trick Room there. I'm kind of surprised he did that, but that is fine. Out comes Shadow the Umbreon, and most of these are defensive. But this is a subscriber we're talking about, so I would not rule out the possibility of this being a Curse Umbreon or just straight out offensive of some kind. I don't know, Work Up maybe? It does get Work Up, right? Pretty sure it does. Alright, let's go for the Reflect here, because I'm assuming you would have a physical attack of some kind. There's the Curse! Alright, I had a hunch. Just had a hunch. I don't know why I did, but I did, and it ended up being correct for once in my life. My goodness. Alright, so this thing is a little bit scary, especially because it has a type advantage on us. I don't think we have time to set up a light screen. I don't want him just setting up curses all over the place, so we're going to go into Amanda Buzz, because I resist all of your dark type shenanigans, which I'm assuming is going to be coming here. Yeah, there's the payback. So curse payback, that's a great combination. That did absolutely nothing to Mandibuzz. Absolutely nothing. This is specially defensive Mandibuzz, actually. So that's not even a physically defensive spread there. So we got the Defog, Toxic, Knockoff, and Roost. So pure utility here. I'm going to go for the Knockoff first, predicting a switch, and that is indeed what he does. Out comes the Blastoise. Okay, that's going to be his Mega. Knockoff is going to do absolutely nothing. It would have been better off going for Toxic there. But with that Umbreon out here having the, what do you call it? Oh, wow. I was like, that did so much damage, but we got the crit as the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. But what I was worried about with the Toxic there was the fact that Umbreon has Synchronized, and I didn't want, you know, Mandibuzz Toxic for no reason. That really just, that would not make me happy. There's the Mega Evolution, and we are going to get a Toxic off this time. So that's good. He can't KO us with an Ice Beam. It might do decent damage, but it's not going to KO us. Oh, he just goes for the Rapid Spin. I possibly could have predicted that as he gets a crit. Meaningless crits are flying all over the place. I could have predicted that and switched into Chandelure, but that would have been, you know, super risky business. I mean, I guess there's the fact that, you know, what are the two moves he would go for there? Rapid Spin or Ice Beam. Chandelure doesn't care about either of those, but then what do I do? You know? Because Chandelure is not doing anything to Mega Blastoise. Certainly not one-shotting it. So he gets the Rapid Spin off, so we are going to have to try to set up rocks again. Which, I don't know about that, but we'll see. We're going to go for the... I predicted the switch again, and that was just a bad play because he's going to get off a Water Pulse. The upside to this is that doesn't do that much damage at all. And that's part of why I felt a little bit safe going, you know, predicting a switch like that. I predicted not any particular switch, but like just into anything, just to get rid of the Toxic timer and reset that and all that stuff. But he just inflicts more damage on himself. I kind of want to go for Knockoff yet again. But we may be better off going for Roost to try to get back up to full health, but we really haven't taken that much damage. Let's go for the Knockoff. He is going to withdraw this time. So we get it right this time. Yay, for getting things right. Out comes Hoodie. That's going to be the Scrafty. As we pull off the Knockoff here, that's going to do Jack Diddly Squat, but we've removed the Chesto Berry. So Chesto Resto Scrafty. Now that is interesting. That is very interesting, and that's also very scary. Chesto Berry. That is intriguing to me because Scrafty also has Shed Skin as a possible ability, I think. Alright. So, he didn't have the Intimidate, so I'm guessing he still has Moxie. Now let's see. He's probably going to set up, like, Bulk Ups or Dragon Dances or something of that nature, which makes me kind of want to go into Glenn because I don't know how much he can do to a physically defensive Quagsire. We could predict a Bulk Up / Dragon Dance and go into Lucario, and then we definitely would force him out, but I think the safer play is to switch into Quagsire, because if he does go for the Drain Punch, Lucario would get pooped on. If he goes for the Dragon Dance, he would outspeed, and then I'd get pooped on afterwards. I don't want to get pooped on. I'm not interested in that. I'm not. I know you guys don't want to watch that. Alright, there's the Bulk Up. So attack and defense are up, and that means absolutely nothing to Glenn. He just really doesn't care. I'm going to go for the Encore, predicting another Bulk Up. And he does go for another Bulk Up. Even though he already saw the Encore, that seems kind of silly to me. Maybe he predicted a Scald there. But now you're locked into the Bulk Ups, and I don't care about the Bulk Ups. So I can just Scald you all day. The only thing is that you do have Rest. You have to, because you have a Chesto Berry. Or you had a Chesto Berry. But while you're locked into the Bulk Ups, what could we go into? We could go, yeah, you know what? We're going to go into our Lucario here and set up Nasty Plots while you're locked into Bulk Up. And yeah, you're not switching. You're just going to continually Bulk Ups here at like +3/+3. But you should have 2 more turns after this. If I'm not mistaken. Which I could be mistaken. That's very possible. So So I think our only play here is the Nasty Plot, and then we can go ahead and go for an Aura Sphere. Wait, we see a switch coming in. We still have our whatchamacallit intact, our Focus Sash. So that's good. Good old Irono. And so this is the point where I wish I had the Dark Pulse, which is what I wanted to put on there. I didn't really want to get rid of Flash Cannon. Because I like the dual stab thing, but we have Aura Sphere and Vacuum Wave, so I don't know. But we're going to go for the Flash Cannon here at +2 and see if we can take this thing out. And no, we cannot. We get the special D-drop, but that's not what we needed. The Citrus Berry comes out, so Citrus Berry Cofagrigus, that's interesting. Pulls out the Trick Room yet again, and if you weren't Ghost type, I could go ahead and go for that Vacuum Wave, but now we're going to have to take a hit and break our Focus Sash or switch. And I think I'm going to switch. Because we can come in, there's plenty of opportunities looking at his team for us to set up a Nasty Plot, so I'm not going to waste yet. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I think that was the predicted switch. That had to be. That had to be, because you know I'm a especially offensive Lucario. You would not Willow that. You would just go for Shadow Ball. So I'm kind of lucky he didn't go for the Shadow Ball. I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks again here with Trick Room up. We do outspeed, so that's nice. Actually, I probably should have went for Light Screen. He's pulling out the Hex here. Is that going to be a one-shot? It's going to hurt. Ouch. All right, we actually survived that. Even with the burn, we survived that. Down to 24. And now I'm just going to let Bronzong go down here, I think. And it's just a matter of what screen do I want to put up. I have the opportunity to get one screen up, Reflect or Light Screen. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything I want to switch into. Decisions. I think we're going to go with the Light Screen. I mean, we're not going to live this next hit, but we'll go with the Light Screen because he still has that Mega Blastoise around. I don't know. I'm trying to remember how much health it had. I think it was pretty low. Maybe that was a mistake because he still has the Umbreon, which really doesn't pack that much of a punch unless it gets some boosts up. So I guess we don't have that much to worry about. As long as we have Lucario, we can take that out. And have we timed it correctly so that Trick Room is going to wear off here? What we could do is go into, let's see, that was 1, 2, 3 turns. Okay. What we can do is I think we can go into Lucario. We can set up a Nasty Plot. Trick Room is still up, so he will outspeed. He'll get off a Willow, or he'll get off a Hex, or whatever he wants to do. We have our Focus Sash, so it's fine. And then, after this turn, the Trick Room will dissipate, and we will outspeed, so we can get 2 attacks off in a row. So we can go Nasty Plot, Flash Cannon to KO him, and then Trick Room will be gone for the next Pokemon that he brings in. So he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and now it kind of makes sense why he's doing that, because, you know, Hex is a thing. So Willow-Hex combo, not bad, especially because you have the residual damage, and it's not a terrible combo. So I understand why he Willowed earlier, and now we can go for the Flash Cannon as the Trick Room has dissipated, and this will be a dead Cofagrigus. Oh, he has the Protect! Okay, was not expecting that. So he's got Willow, Hex, Protect, Trick Room. That's interesting. Interesting. He's doing that just to get some more residual damage off. You know, every little bit counts, especially because I have a Nasty Plot up. And to be fair, looking at his team, this Lucario, just with Flash Cannon and Aura Sphere, just poops all over his team. He went for the double protect there, didn't get it. Flash Cannon is going to finish off the Cofagrigus, so that is a big problem Pokemon out of the way. I mean, yeah, we had Sneasel, which could have taken care of that, but I didn't have an opportunity to switch it in safely. Didn't want to erratically switch it in and have it get Willowed for no reason. So there's that. And with Trick Room, that just, it wasn't a good combination. So poor Sneasel, not able to get into the match here yet. And Chandelure, too. Chandelure hasn't gotten in. So, alright, let's see what he's going to bring out here. Possibly the Blastoise? I don't know. I mean, I outspeed and I can KO with an Aura Sphere, so I don't know how much, you know, that would really do for you. Unless you're just planning on sacrificing it just to get some more residual damage. I don't know. The Metagross comes out here knowing that I don't have the Dark Pulse. Because, well, not necessarily knowing, but possibly assuming I have the Vacuum Wave. I don't know. Let's see. Do I want to switch in anything? I think Marcus would just get destroyed by any attack that this thing wants to go for. so that's not really a switch. If he goes for EQ, can't really switch into Chandelure. So I think I have to go for an R-Sphere here, and I'm not confident that it'll kill, especially if it's Assault Vest. I don't know. We're going to see right here. And that is a one-shot after the little baby damage that we had from the rocks there. That was not something I really expected, but Special Lucario with a nasty plot up is power. Oh, alright, we are in a fantastic position here. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for the Bullet Punch, but I think he was banking on the fact that he would survive one hit and be able to get off an EQ, or maybe that was just a risk he decided to take. I'm not really sure how that panned out exactly, but anyway, we can go for an R-Sphere on this as he goes for the Protect. Yet another Pokemon with Protect. Oh, I should have thought of that. I definitely should have thought of that. There's the lefties. He's going to recover all of the Stealth Rock damage, which really wasn't much. But the important thing is he's whittling us down. Because, yeah, we can take out the Umbreon here, but we're going to be that much closer to going down just to the burn. And I really hope he doesn't have anything else with Protect, to be perfectly honest with you guys. That would be not the best scenario. I mean, we're punching a gigantic hole through his team as Umbreon just goes down in one hit. I can count on one hand how many times I've seen an Umbreon go down in one hit to anything. It's just scary. That's just scary amounts of power. So we're down to 38 HP. He still has the Blastoise left. He still has a Crustle left and a Scrafty. And I think those are the three remaining Pokemon at this point. Out comes Crystal the Crustle. Crystal the Crustle. Okay. It's a pretty cool name there. He gets hurt by the rocks. And I don't know if this typically carries Focus Sash. I would say that it does. Or White Herb. If it's a Shell Smasher, but we do outspeed and we can get the Flash Cannon off, and it is super effective, so Crystal's gonna go down here. And I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't lead off with the Crustle, which leads me to believe that it was probably a Shell Smash user and not a Hazard setter, because the Hazard ones are usually lead, or, you know, they try to work them in early on in the match. Usually have a Focus Sash. I mean, he could have had a Focus Sash. The Stealth Rocks obviously impeded that. But here we go. Blastoise is coming out. Takes a little bit of damage due to the rocks. He still has that Toxic, so I think he has enough to actually survive the turn if he has Protect for some reason. But we can just go for a nice little Vacuum Wave. The off chance that you are the one person that's running Aqua Jet on your Mega Blastoise, which is not a crazy thing to do because it is priority, and Blastoise has like base 105 physical attack, and we survived the burn with 2 HP. That's crazy. That is crazy. I thought we were not going to make it through the turn. Out comes the Scrafty, and he's going to be... Is this his last Pokemon? It is. All right, I think the match is over. We can just go for an R-Sphere, and that's going to finish things off. Oh, wait, he has Protect. He's got... Half his team has Protect. What is this? And the burn is going to take out Lucario. I'm not even mad. I'm just kind of curious as to why all of your Pokemon have Protect. It's kind of silly to me. Alright, so we've seen Protect and Bulk Up on this thing. So I guess Drain Punch and Rest, because we had the Chesto earlier on. I guess. I'm trying to think. That makes the most sense. So Mandibuzz can't really do a whole lot to you. I mean, I guess it's possible that you have Ice Punch, but you had the Chesto, but you have to have Rest. That has to be your third move. So you have to have one attacking move. And if it's Drain Punch, we win with our beautiful Chandelure, I guess. But if it's Knockoff, then we can have a little bit of a problem. I don't know. We need to play carefully around this. I'm going to send out Glenn here. Was that the right move? I guess it's the right move to just kind of figure out what he's going to do here. I'll Encore. Oh, he goes for the Protect again. He gets a double Protect off. Why are you going for Protect? I'm so confused. All right. I could go for Encore again, predicting a Bulk Up. Or we could just go for Skull and try to burn him. But he does have the Rest. So, you know what? I'm going to go for it. He does go for the Drain Punch, so he has to just have... He has to just have Drain Punch. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time figuring out this Scrafty. Alright, there's the Scald. Can we get a burn here? No, we cannot. Alright, a burn would have really helped our chances there. Although, like I said, it seems like we're in a good position here. I'll just go for the Encore as he does go for the Bulk Up, so he'll be locked into that. And we should be fine to just go into Chandelure and finish off the match. Because he can't raise his special defense. Which, actually, he may have max special defense. That may be, you know, that's a typical set to run. Just like physically defensive is typical to run with Calm Mind. It's a little bit of a shame we didn't get our Sneasel into the match. Good old Marcus here. He's got Ice Punch, Knockoff, Swords Dance, and Ice Shard. Yeah, Swords Dance, Sneasel. That's always a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun. It's a shame I didn't get to bring him into the match here. But we're going to bring our Chandelure in. That seems to be the move to do here. We could, I guess, bring in Manda, but I just clicked the A button. We're switching in Sneasel on a Scrafty. Wow, okay. Well, here we go. All that complaining about how poor Marcus the Sneasel didn't get into the battle. Here we go. Our beautiful pink Sneasel is in the match for no reason whatsoever. That was definitely a misclick on my part, a stupid mistake. Hopefully that doesn't cost us the match. I don't think it will, though, because I think he only has Drain Punch, like I've said, probably 5 times. So we're going to go into our Chandelure, and he's still bulking up. I think, does the Encore end this turn or the next turn? I don't think it matters. No, it didn't end, so we can just go for a nice little Fire Blast here. I guess we could go for Shadow Balls, but it's not very effective, so let's just hope we hit 2 Fire Blasts here. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would say that that would be Assault Vest. I know we had the Chesto Berry earlier, but you would just think that Chandelure's Fire Blast would do more damage. His Encore is going to end. We'll go for the Fire Blast here. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. There we go. We actually hit 2 in a row. That's kind of surprising to me. Down goes Hoodie the Scrafty on a meaningless critical hit. Again, I think we had 3 or 4 critical hits in this match, and all of them were meaningless, so that's the way I would like it to stay. Those are the best critical hits in my opinion because it doesn't sway the match, doesn't sway momentum, keeps it on a level playing field. Anyway, thank you very much for the match. My opponent had a really cool team, so that's always a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll have another match in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. If you did, I hope you are leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever you would like to do. And I would see you all next time. I would see you all next time. I will see you all next time. That's what I meant to say, but I'm just silly. All right. Till next time. Game on.